What's up guys, Groovy Guitar Dude here. Most of y'all know me as primarily an acoustic guitar teacher and player, but I actually love translating electric guitar songs over to acoustic. And some of my favorite guitar pieces to play are electric pieces that I play on acoustic guitar. So today I'm at Sweetwater in Fort Wayne, Indiana, and we're gonna check out some electric guitars that would be great options for acoustic focused players like myself. So we're in the electric room at Sweetwater, and there's a few specific things I'm looking for in a guitar today, particularly focused on an electric guitar that's for primarily an acoustic player. The main one is that I want something that's hollow or semi-hollow that kind of gives a little bit more close to the feel of an acoustic guitar, just a little bit. The second thing that's really important to me is I want a guitar that's a little bit of a larger bodied guitar. Again, same sort of thing. If you're comfortable with sitting in acoustic with your lap, you're gonna feel a little bit more comfortable if you have a little bit of a bigger bodied electric guitar as opposed to something smaller. That's my personal preference. I'm also just a really big dude, so I like bigger guitars. The other two things I'm kind of paying attention to as well is, personally for me, I don't really want a guitar that's very flashy. I don't want a very bright and vibrant color. I would rather kind of have something a little bit more natural looking, a little bit more subdued, just my personal taste. I also am not looking for something with a tremolo, like a Bigsby or anything like that, because it's just not really my style of playing, and so I would love something with a hardtail. Okay, so here is an option that I'm definitely gonna try out, and this is a beautiful Gretsch guitar. I love this black with gold hardware. I'm a huge fan of gold hardware. We do have the blocks here. I love the block inlays, and Gretsch is just known for making some of the best hollow body and semi-hollow body guitars that you can get. And so I'm really stoked to try this one out. This is a beautiful Gretsch. Okay, so this is a really beautiful guitar. This is a PRS Piezo, and it's actually a hollow body, which is awesome for acoustic players, and it has the piezo pickups in it. So it actually is a really great option for acoustic guitar players. It'll kind of have a similar reaction to how an acoustic would play plugged in. It is a little bit of a smaller body, so it's not one that I'm personally interested in today, but man, we love PRS guitars. They're beautiful. You cannot beat their inlays, and the fact that they have a hollow body option like this that's got an awesome pickup system, it's hard to beat. All right, so the next one I definitely want to check out is this Epiphone Swingster. I've actually played a few of these before, and they're amazing guitars. I actually love a lot of Epiphone's hollow body and semi-hollow stuff. They're beautifully made guitars. This is a really nice one. It does have a Bigsby, which I'm not looking for a tremolo today, but I really do want to play this one because I've played enough of these that I really liked that I definitely want to try it out and just see how it feels. So this right here is a really cool guitar. It is semi-hollow, so it meets that. And this is called a Fender Thinline Telly. And I've actually had one or two of these, and they're amazing guitars. Not really what I'm looking for today because it is a little bit of a smaller bodied guitar, and it's just a little bit of a different vibe that I'm looking at, but a beautiful guitar nonetheless. Okay, this is another really cool option. This is a D'Angelico, and I haven't played a whole lot of these personally, but they are incredibly beautiful guitars. You can see, it's just beautiful. I love this color. It's kind of a pale and blue color. It's got the big block inlays. It's got a really big, beautiful headstock with very unique tuners. Beautiful guitar. The only thing I'm not crazy about this guitar for what I'm looking for today is that it is a bit flashy, and I want something just a little bit more understated. That's kind of what I'm looking for today, is something a little bit more understated, maybe a little bit more classic, but it is a beautiful, absolutely beautiful guitar. All right, and the last one I definitely want to try out is this beautiful Gibson 335. It's a natural finish, which I'm a huge fan of. I just love it. It's a larger bodied electric guitar, so it's gonna probably feel pretty comfortable in the lap for an acoustic player. I've always really wanted one of these, and I just have to try it today. Okay, so we are all set up in one of the demo rooms at the Sweetwater store. We're gonna be playing these guitars through a Blues Junior amp, which is the same amp that we use at home. We're just gonna try these things out and jam on them a little bit and just see which one we like the feel of the most. Okay, so out of the 3 guitars that I picked out to jam on and try out, this 335 is definitely my favorite, and I want to share a few of the reasons why with y'all. So first, I want to tell you why I love the look of this guitar. Now, the look of this guitar is just perfectly subdued, like I was talking about. It's a good, classic, vintage-looking guitar. They've been making 335s forever, for so long, and it's just a beautiful classical style. There's nothing super flashy about this guitar. Obviously, it's super, super beautiful, but it's nothing super duper flashy. It's just a really awesome, great guitar. Now, another thing that I love about the look of this guitar is that this is actually one of Sweetwater's demo units, which means it has a little bit of cosmetic damage on it just from being played. I actually love used gear, and I love being able to find stuff like this that's got some wear. It shows that it's been used, and being able to use it myself. And there's a few reasons for that. First of all, when I inevitably put the first ding in a guitar like this, it's not gonna feel as bad if it already has a few dings in it. So that's a big one. Another thing too is that it just feels worn in. It feels like it's been played, it's been loved, and it feels like it's a more natural transition into being my guitar as opposed to a brand new one. Now, this just has a few little marks here. It's got one there, it's got a few kind of in these little holes. There's a little bit of a rash here. Nothing crazy. It's all very minor cosmetic damage, but Sweetwater really takes care of their demo units and sharing, especially online. If you're buying a demo unit online, they take close pictures of all of these little bitty things, even if it's barely noticeable, and they will show you what it is and mark it on their pictures on their website so you can see specifically what you're getting, and then they offer huge discounts on guitars like that that have just a little bit of cosmetic damage. So I'm personally a huge fan of that. I actually love that this guitar has just a little bit of cosmetic damage on it. It makes it feel more gritty and more mine. So the next thing I really love about this guitar is the feel. Now, again, earlier I mentioned that a larger body guitar, hollow body, semi-hollow, this is a semi-hollow body, kind of sits a little bit more comfortably in the lap for an acoustic player. You know, acoustic players, we're used to kind of a bigger bodied guitar. It's an acoustic guitar, so it's got a kind of big hollow body. Now, this guitar is a little thinner than the other 2 that I played. Those 2 are full hollow bodies. This is a semi-hollow body, so that means that it's got kind of a block in the middle, and then it has kind of hollow cutouts up here. Now, that gives it a little bit of a different kind of sound, a little bit of a different kind of feel. It's a little heavier than the other 2 guitars that I played, but what's really cool about that, and what I love about this, that it's very much a versatile guitar. You can get those kind of solid body sounds, but you can also get a lot of those hollow body sounds. And the last thing I want to touch on is the sound of this guitar, and in particular, the versatility of a guitar like a 335. Now, this guitar is really cool because it is a semi-hollow guitar, which basically means that there's a solid block of wood going right through the middle, and then we have these cutouts here that are hollow. And the other 2 guitars that I showed you guys and jammed on a little bit are actually fully hollow guitars. What I love about this is that it can make the sounds of a fully hollow guitar, but it can also make the sounds of a solid body guitar, which is really cool. It's just kind of a good medium ground for both types of sounds, both types of music. You can get those solid body sounds if you want to. You can crank on this thing. You can play loud, grooving, awesome rock on this, or you can play kind of more mellow, jazzy stuff, like some of the stuff that I played. This is one of the most universally used guitars in history. There's so many bands, I could just go on and on, that have played these guitars, and you probably heard this guitar specifically a lot more than you think that you have. And so this is just overall a very versatile guitar, and I love that because I love all kinds of different music. I love everything from R&B, like playing Show Me Love by Miguel and Alicia Keys, and I love all the way to Everlong by Foo Fighters, a jam and rock song, and What's My Age Again by Blink, and things like that. I love such a wide variety of music. I want a guitar that I can really play all kinds of different music on, and it's gonna sound good, it's gonna be able to do what I want it to, and I can tweak things here and there and learn how to use these pickups better and these knobs better and get it really dialed into just about whatever sound I want it to make. So I'm super stoked to take this Gibson 335 home with me. I'm gonna be teaching you guys a lot of really cool electric guitar songs on this guitar. Huge thank you to Sweetwater for helping me find one of my personal dream guitars, as well as just an awesome electric guitar for an acoustic player like myself.